No. You know who that is? That's do you watch all the Marvel movies? That's the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
I got that free. No. I actually have a bunch of those mugs that I just got for free.
No, I did. So we were going through my mom still sends me like shit that she finds.
Yeah.
She's been sending me these pictures in the last like 2-3 weeks of like me and my dad. They're fucking hilarious. Because my dad does, I don't care what anyone says. My dad looks like he was the stunt man for Eric Estrada in Chips. He was gonna play Punch. He looks awesome. He looks incredible. And I may have to get him just a great picture. There's this great headshot that my mom took of him. It's incredible. It looks like it's his headshot to give to the producer to try out for Chips.
Right.
It looks great. But and one of the things she sent me was this mug, and it's just a mug with E.T.'s face on it. I think that's going to be and I remember the mug.
Really?
Yeah, I vividly remember the mug as a kid. I drank everything out of that. So now I'm going to start drinking everything out of that.
That's amazing she kept that.
Oh, yeah, my mom keeps everything.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was fun going through like all their stuff, how much stuff, like just stuff. I'm just like, oh my God, I remember this. Holy shit. Like a lot of really, really cool stuff. My Letterman coat from high school, I should rock that.
You should wear that to work as soon as this fall. Yeah. you get a like little, autumn nip in the morning. You're like, put on my Letterman.
Yeah, put on my Letterman.
How great would that be?
Baird basketball. 96. Seniors.
So what have been up to lately? I haven't seen you in a while.
Been traveling. Fucking flying. I mean, good. Like I like traveling a lot. I do. I've been lucky, especially over the last like couple of years, or maybe like 5-6 years, that I've just kind of, we've been just going places that I haven't been before. Just picking a city and just going there.
You and
me and Carissa.
Yeah,
we go to it's like the one like Boston, Nashville, and I'm naming the ones that I love more than any of them.
Yeah,
I like New York. I could never live there, and really by day 4, I'm ready to get the fuck out of there. Other ones like Nashville, Boston. I was just in Austin. Love it. It's one I can definitely like. It was one where you're like a Denver or Boulder.
Yeah.
It's another one like where you're like the middle of day 1 and you're already like planning your second trip because you're not going to get everything done you want to get done. The downside of that is fucking getting there, which sucks. And it's not always bad. Like for me, and I've gotten a lot better. I'm not a strong flyer.
It reminds me of that Saturday Night Live skit with Martin Short and Harry Shearer when they're the brothers synchronized swimming.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
He goes, "I'm not a strong swimmer."
But no, I'm not. I'm not a good. I'm a lot better. I used to be really bad. Like 2-3 years ago, like if I'm on a plane and I'm sitting usually next to a stranger, like a work trip or something like that, and God forbid that motherfucker shakes a tad, I'm grabbing my neighbor's wrist. This is it! It's just, I'm not... I've gotten a lot better about it.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing, which might backfire on me one day. Because I always just, boom, look right down the aisle, stewardess, she looks fine. And she would know if the shit was fucked.
Right.
The bad thing about that plan, though, is what happens when she's over there fucking panicking. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, God.
Like, what are you going to do when you look over and she has this look on her face? Like
she's got a rosary out. And
yeah. She's
slamming whiskey, calling her fucking friends.
Doing this where she's drying her eyes with her hands.
Making out with someone like, might as well go out fun. Right. But so far it's been fine. But that's not even the worst part for me anymore. It's the I don't understand why it's so hard getting on planes, getting off planes. The entire process, and it's frustrating all the way down to the pilot, and even all the way down to, and I'll get further into it, getting into when you have to when your bank intervenes day 3 into your trip.
Your bank?
Yeah, your bank. I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
It'll make sense, and it's fucking horrible.
Okay.
So
it's like, Patrick, this is Chase. We need you to get home ASAP.
in a way, kind of. So first, obviously, the getting on and off. It's not hard. I don't get it. It's easy. Okay, are you in rows 1 through 5? Okay. If you are not in row 1 through 5 and you try to get on, you're not allowed on. Just boom, right back to the end of the line. But the people that are doing that, they don't give a shit. They don't want to get in arguments. Everyone in the airport is an elevated asshole. Like, I mean, if you're having a bad day, like if you woke up and you burnt your toast and you got a ticket on the way to the airport and you forgot to send an email and then you get in the airport, all that shit is way worse and you don't know why. It's because you're in an airport.
Right.
Everything is fucking worse. Everything is fucking, and you never... not every time, but I'd say every other time I encounter a fucking meltdown. They could have a show on A&E or fucking AMC or Oxygen, I don't give a shit, called Airport Meltdowns.
I would love that.
I've already seen seasons 1 through 3.
So wait, before we...
I'm bouncing all over.
Yeah, so right now you're talking about, hey, I'm in the airport, I'm sitting around waiting for my flight to board. You're seeing just like people who are...
all walks of life. Usually all hail from the same island, Asshole Island.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's always the Bluetooth guy.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh god, no, they canceled my flight. Like American Airlines is like, wait a minute, is Dave flying on this flight? Let's fucking cancel it.
Yeah.
I went to high school with that dude. He was a prick. Like that's like it was just for them. The other 200 passengers were all in on it too. They're just fucking with you, Dave.
Right.
That's the way it's discussed. He's doing that stupid ass jeans blazer combination.
Oh my
I
god.
fucking hate. Unless you're in Boys to Men, you can't fucking wear that. I hate that shit.
Why is it a travel staple for some people?
I don't know. It's like the traveling mullet. It's like, well, I can have some beers, but also I'm ready for a meeting.
Right.
Well, no, you look like a fucking asshole. You look like you don't know how to dress. You look like you forgot to go to the cleaners and get your dress pants, and you decided to put on some fucking dungarees. You look like an asshole.
It is funny because sometimes you're sitting there and you're listening, Mr. Important, right? Pacing around so everybody can hear him. He's like, I'm supposed to be in Los Angeles at 2 a.m. so that for my 6 a.m. meeting. Well, that's not going to happen. No. We're going to have to move the Banks brothers back by a day.
And you know what it is? All the shit, all the noise that's going on in the airport, I can be sitting next to in an earshot hearing Eddie Vedder and Maynard talking about a collaboration album, and I can be hearing these two women over here talking about their first lesbian experience, and for some reason, all I hear is that fucking asshole talking about his meeting that he's going to have to push back. All these other amazing things that are happening, my brain can only focus and hate on this one person. And it sucks.
Oh, God. I really want to hear this Maynard and... wait, who else?
I did too, but all I could hear was Dave.
Maynard and a lesbian.
Eddie. No, exactly. So it all gets jumbled up because all I can hear is the asshole who just starts talking to whatever poor workers in the airport. Like again, like this person was just woke up as one day like, all right, customer 37 is getting red flag. But it's just I don't know all that stuff. But I mean, if they were allowed to just have rules and no matter what they had to stick to the rules.
You know,
like if someone tries to get on the plane and they're in row 10 and they're boarding rows 1 and 5, like get the fuck in the line.
Right.
And as soon as they said, what's the big deal? Like the big deal is you're not following the rules. Get the fuck in the line. This is why we're doing this.
Actually, let's get back to that because I can remember a time you and I traveled and we broke that rule.
Yeah. Oh,
let's talk about...
I just discovered zones, by the way.
So let's talk about where it all starts. TSA, right? Mm-hmm. These TSA people can treat people like shit.
Yeah, honestly, man, I get it. I honestly get it. I do. Because when I get there and they're in a bad mood, 10 minutes before me getting there, they were talking to that fucking businessman. He was talking about, like, why do I have to take my goddamn belt off? You know how much you know how much this belt costs? $89. And then they're like, why would you pay $89 for a belt, you asshole? And, of course, you know my feelings about taking your belt off.
Oh yeah,
it's the most uncomfortable thing that I've ever done.
It's super intimate.
So yeah, it is.
Like,
this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're all on TSA. Right. When my hands go down to my belt and you hear that, I'm gonna let you hear the fucking sound.
Okay.
When you start hearing that shit.
Right now, I feel
you're uncomfortable, right?
Yes.
Because you're like, how far is he going? It's. But I get it. I do. That's a shit job, man.
So wait,
I'm sorry I did that. I'm really sorry. I regret that.
Well, I'm going to tell you a really funny story. So early this year, I was traveling for work at a business trip, leaving a meeting. And everybody's doing that thing where they're like, I'm going to go in the bathroom and change my clothes real quick. Everybody wants to travel comfortably. Yeah, I have no problem with that.
I get it. So I get it. If I could wear a goddamn onesie, I would.
I'm in the lobby. And I'm just like, I'm doing my tie. I'm undoing my cuffs. Unbutton my shirt.
Is there music playing?
No, I'm just sitting there talking, taking my tie off, unbuttoning my shirt down. I got a t-shirt on underneath. Yeah. It's not even dawning on me, right? The guy at the security desk comes up and goes, Sir! Sir! You can't do that here. I turn around and look at him like, I can't do what?
Loosen my fucking tie?
Then I realized he probably was
concerned.
You're
about to disrobe.
Yeah.
Because you know what? He's probably seen assholes do that. Yeah. Or just in the airport, I don't fucking care. Fuck. They take off their fucking pressed dockers with pleats and put on their fucking cargo shirts.
Dockers. What a bad look that is.
Yeah, what's the thing that happens?
The thing about TSA that gets me is there are people that travel every day that have never traveled. Do you remember the first time you went through the line at Chipotle? You're like, I don't know, what do I do? And they're like screaming at you, do you want to tell God? And you're hearing all these things, and you're like,
oh, yeah.
I don't understand.
Like, chicken nuggets!
Right. Yeah. It's the same thing. The very first time you go through TSA, you got somebody who's all over your shit. They got this serious look on their face. They got to take their job seriously. Yeah. They're giving you zero quarter, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
You get people behind you who do it like you and I all the time. Now, next thing you know, you're looking back, they're like, Jesus Christ, how hard is it? Just take off your shoes.
Yeah.
No,
I get it, man. I do. And that is not, that's a shit job. Because not only that, you guys have to, you and your buddies there have to rotate saying the same goddamn thing every 45 seconds. Please make sure you take your shoes off. Your shoes do not go inside the basket. Your shoes go on the conveyor belt. If you have a laptop... Sir, what did I just fucking say? Is that a laptop? Is it bigger than a cell phone? Why is it still in your bag? You fucking idiot. Like, honestly, man, like, after a while, like, if it's electronic, bigger than a cell phone, yes, sir, that laptop is larger than your cell phone. What the fuck kind of cell phone do you have? Right. Take it out of the bag, put it in the fucking... Sir, goddamn... Sir. I mean, that'd be fucking
turn the bag the other way. It'll be easier going through. Fuck.
Well, I mean, I understand.
Yeah.
Why? I'm not saying they should be, but I understand.
But that exacerbates it
because we're seeing a fraction of that day. We're seeing a fraction of that shift.
Yeah.
So I get it, and I'm honestly like, with shit like that, I can pretty much just go with it. I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, if you want to have a quick power trip, no, I'm gonna pat you down again. Fine, fuck it, I don't care. I get it. These jeans are form fitting, and you're a little excited. Go ahead, man, have a feel.
For that 10 minutes, you're better off just paying attention.
What is the point of me doing what these other people do that I see? Who are just like, so you're telling me you can't help me? Do you know who my father is? Like, you're waiting for that to come out. Right. So, but I don't know.
Affluenza.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, everyone in the airport has fucking affluenza. Everyone in the airport has affluenza. There are fucking 6-year-olds in the airport who are just like, Dad, what is this bullshit? Everyone's a fucking asshole in the airport. It sucks.
Which I don't understand. You're going somewhere.
Yeah. Unless it's like, even if it's a business trip, like my business trip. I told you earlier, I have never been to Texas. I have now been to Texas twice in 10 days. It's fucking cool. I mean, not cool climate-wise. It's goddamn garbage. It's like a fucking Iraqi sauna. It's horrible. It's so goddamn hot. But there's so much cool stuff there. The food's amazing. The people are really, really nice. A lot of cool everything. I got to go to Dallas Cowboys Stadium. It's actually only the second football stadium I've ever been to in my life.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's from the fucking urinal that we have here, which compared to Dallas Cowboys Stadium is exactly that. It's a goddamn pee trough. But I don't know. I think that stuff obviously is frustrating. And then, of course, I think for the most part, everyone's just kind of minding their own shit and they're pretty cool. But it's kind of like assholes on the internet. It's like that vocal minority that you can't help but focus on. And that's what I see all the time. And then you start talking about the fucking workers. Like, and I've told you this before, I never, and you shouldn't, no one should do this, especially if you're flying a smaller plane. When you're getting on the plane, do not look to the left to see who's in the cockpit. You are going to see somebody that resembles a junior in high school about to take you on a 4-hour death ride. You don't want to know. And I've talked about, too, my last trip, I don't want to hear this shit. You need to be goddamn professional, fucking pilots. I don't want to hear, hey, everybody, welcome to, whatever airlines. This is Captain Billy. And this is my co-pilot, Captain Dave. No, fuck you, man. We're not flying Romper Room Airlines. You need to be professional and you need to fucking lie to me about your credentials. You need to make me feel better about what I'm about to do. You might as well have said, I am Captain Bobo and this is my fucking co-pilot Bubbles. Like that's what I hear when you're not using your last name. Captain Billy is what I would tell my nephews when I'm trying to get him to shut the fuck up when he was 2 years old.
Right.
I'm like, you're a Captain whatever. I'm Captain Uncle Joe. Fuckers. I want to be lied to about your credentials. So when that fucking door shuts and you get on that mic, you are Lieutenant Colonel John Rambo. And this is your co-pilot, Buzz fucking Aldrin. And between the two of you, you have 700 years of flight experience. You built this plane using your own two hands. You love it more than your children. You are more than safe. Nothing will happen to you before it happens to me. I love you. God bless America. That's what I want to hear before the fucking wheels start going and we start fucking flying.
Why are you flapping?
I don't know why I'm flapping right now. Because I'm a bad flyer.
I've had a couple times where you get on the plane, and one time in particular I'm thinking about, I'm trying to leave Los Angeles, and I'm on the plane like one of the first, it's the first flight of the day.
Yeah.
I get to the airport, this place is still waking up, people are still opening up their stores for the day. The airplane's been there all night. It's been there all night. We all get on the airplane. We're sitting there. 45 minutes goes by. We're like, we really should have been gone by now.
Yeah.
Then they come on and go, look, they were doing the pre-flight inspection, and it looks like we are missing a bolt on the left wing. That's literally what they were saying. They were like, we're gonna have it looked at and see if it's a big. It's a big fucking deal. It's like anything else. Like if you take apart an alarm clock and you put it together and you have 3 pieces still in your hand and you go, oh, I'm sure it'll work just fine. No.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure it's never 5 o'clock.
Right. Like, exactly. Like, there's a reason those 3 pieces existed.
Yeah.
There's a reason that bolt was on that wing. Don't tell me that you're going to see if it's okay. If there's a bolt missing, get a goddamn bolt.
Yeah.
Or get a new airplane.
And no matter what the mechanical problem is, tell me it's the air conditioner.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear shit about the wing. If there's a problem with the wing, I want to be like everyone else, and I want to be surprised before we nosedive into Australia. Like, I don't want to fucking know about it. One of the ones on my way back from Austin, I've never heard this before. A flight got canceled because they didn't have enough crew.
Oh, that's happened to me. That's actually happened to me.
What the fuck, man? Everybody, let's see, we're about ready to zoom. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, Captain Billy is not here. Has anyone seen Captain? Nicole, have you seen Captain Billy? Okay. We're going to cancel Flight 327 due to no Captain Billy. And I'm just sitting like, they really cannot find the goddamn pilot?
Well, you know what happened. He's probably on another plane.
Yeah.
And it was late.
But they didn't tell us that.
No,
they just said, we can't find enough staff to man your plane.
That has actually happened to me.
Unless we have some volunteers, this flight is canceled.
The last time it happened to me, it's because the flight crew, or half the flight crew, was on a flight coming in from another city that was late. So we were literally standing around in line for an hour just waiting for this other flight crew to come running from one plane to the next, which that's got to suck for them.
Yeah, it does.
Because now everybody's going to be grumpy at them because we all knew that's why. It wasn't their fault. They're not flying the plane.
Also, I don't want a grumpy pilot. I want a well-rested pilot that just had a nice cup of coffee. Maybe someone tugged it off. I don't know, man, but that guy needs to be relaxed.
Okay.
So I don't
know. Might be tired if that happened.
I'd be relaxed.
Yeah. Get on the plane. He's like, just going to take it easy the next 2 hours.
Autopilot.
I don't know how responsible autopilot is for getting it A to Z.
You hear it a lot.
Yeah. But, we skipped a lot of the process of getting...
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I get so... It was... I was really... And I don't know if I just never paid attention because I'm always, so terrified that I'm going to die into a fire inferno. But I never really pay attention to what the captain is saying, like, before takeoff. I'm like, get to the goddamn point. All I want to hear is... Fasten your seatbelts, or they're about to start serving drinks, or who wants another round of drinks? But and for some reason, this is the first time, and maybe they always do it that way. I don't know. In my mind, I guess I always thought they would say Captain Miller and co-pilot Garitano, not this is Captain Tina and co-pilot Beth.
Well, I think it depends what airline you're on too. Like if you're on Southwest, they're like fucking party time, woohoo! It's jokes. It's stand-up.
And I'm actually not even sure I like that either, because you and I were on a flight like that, where the guy was... I'm like, will you fucking focus, please? You make jokes when we land.
You're right.
You don't make jokes before we take off, you son of a bitch. You get your head in the goddamn game and get me where I need to go.
Because how silly is he going to feel if this thing starts to go down? He's like...
Whoopsie daisy. So, everybody... egg on my face. We're about to crash.
Right? I guess I shouldn't have joked through all that stuff about putting on your life vest.
Also, why? I know safety. Is a seatbelt going to save me if the plane crashes?
You know what it will do, and I'm serious about this. Like
tear me in half?
Maybe, but like when you hit like bad turbulence and you go off your seat by 3 feet because that plane drops
good point,
and you whack your head off the top of the...
Good point.
Because that shit happens.
Yeah, no, you're right. Good point. And I had one of those, like on the way to Austin, my first flight. It was one of those things where it just goes, whoa, like a mini roller coaster. And like, your fucking stomach goes in your ass.
Yeah.
And you immediately grab the stewardess and like, is this it? Like, are you going to serve more drinks? I need more drink. But then getting there, and then that's then the landing thing, and this to me is the most frustrating thing. The takeoff is what fucks with me the most more than anything.
I hate taking off.
I hate
it's my least favorite part.
I also don't like the middle or the end, but like the takeoff more than anything is what I don't like. The landing, as soon as I hear, and I don't know why, it's a psychological thing for sure. We're about to start our descent. Everything goes away from me. I'm fine. I'm like, you're about to start your descent. I'm about to get fucking drunk. That means I'm that much closer to a Bud or a Miller or a Guinness or wherever the fuck I'm going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm good there. But then we land, and this is when you really start seeing society fall apart. I don't get it, man. Yeah. I really don't fucking get it. First off, and you can take this because I think you might be the only person in the world that this makes more angry than me. If we land, we're about to start deboarding, and you're in row 37, wait your fucking turn.
Oh my God.
You wait until 1 through 36 goes. I don't give a shit if you have a connecting flight. A lot of us have connecting flights. I don't care where you're heading. I really don't. Are you late for something? You should have planned better. Fuck you. Well, no, the plane took off late. Okay, well, write a goddamn letter, man. It took off late for all of us. Sit in the back and wait your goddamn turn. I fucking hate that.
It's fucking aggravating.
I hate it.
It's rude. It's inconsiderate. And talk about
it's egotistical.
I was going to say, talk about an inflated view of self-importance.
What world do you live in?
Yeah, the people in the front are just standing up, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm going to go."
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
If you're that important, you wouldn't be wearing jeans and a blazer.
Also, you wouldn't be sitting way in the back, Jack.
Yeah.
If you were that important, you'd be way up front.
Yeah.
And you already said it. If you're late for your connecting flight, probably 25% of the passengers are too.
They're aware of that.
Yeah. And it sucks.
Yes.
And it's actually gotten to the point, and I've actually verbally said to people now,
yeah,
we're like, Where are you going? We all have to do this process.
I do it similar, but I do it sarcastically. You know, like they'll be walking. I'm like, "Oh, are you? You're in a real big hurry, huh? Yeah. All of us actually live on this plane. Fucking dickhead. We all live on the plane. We were just taking you where you needed to go, and now we're all gonna probably just make dinner here. You fucking dickhead. Right. Fucking, I hate that shit.
It's so annoying.
It is. It's horrible. It's fuck.
You ever have somebody who's clearly several rows behind you? They come running up, and now they're standing like right next to you.
I fucking
cut those assholes right off.
Yeah, if I'm in the aisle, shit, man, that leg goes in the aisle, and I'm just stretched out. What do they call that? Man spreading or whatever? I'm doing that.
I do the same thing.
Male or female, I don't give a shit.
I do the same thing, and I look at them like, yeah, you're not moving anymore because you're the reason this is now a log jam for everybody else.
Yeah, you're the reason. Because everyone saw it, and then some other one's like, oh, could you go? Okay, good, fuck. And then everyone else goes, fuck you.
Yeah.
Wait in line. They're numbered for a reason. Count for me. 1, 3, 7, 38. No, fuck you.
You know what? We all did it when we were in preschool.
Yes.
You get to the school. The people in the front get off. The next side, then the next side, the next side. It works its way back. Not one child went rushing for the front door because they couldn't fucking wait to get in school.
You don't understand. I'm the assistant manager at Staples in Wilmington, North Carolina. I need to get to this meeting.
I've got a conference to get to.
I have a conference. Do you know what will happen if I'm not there? The conference will probably continue without me. It's not a big deal. But still, I want to be there.
I've got people relying on me.
This is a brand new blazer.
Yeah, they went and bought their flight gear. It's like, honey, I gotta go to Kohl's. I gotta get a new blazer. What do you need a blazer for?
I'm about to fly, and I want people to think I'm more important than I really am.
Oh, makes perfect sense, honey.
Yeah, because you're not very important. Also, I'm falling out of love with you.
Actually, I can't wait for you to leave because I'm probably going to have Bernie come over. She and Bernie have a thing.
I put that together. What is the background of the woman you were just being? I couldn't put it together.
She's
like an old what is she?
I don't know. She's like
I'm getting Italian.
No. She's probably from New Jersey or something.
You have Italians in New Jersey. Either way, it's spot on.
Yeah, but
I knew exactly.
I
knew exactly who it was. No, I pictured her. I just couldn't pick definitely dark hair. A regrettable tattoo, probably on her ankle, a dolphin.
Likely.
Yeah.
Chain smoker.
Oh, fucking loves the smoke. And there's always ironing for some reason.
Fake pearls.
There's always something to be ironed, and you don't know why.
Suddenly I feel like we're talking about somebody from like the 50s.
Yeah, we are.
So yeah, that deplaning for me is unbelievably ridiculous. You know what else to me is unbelievably ridiculous?
What?
When you're on a plane that's small enough and you can't take your bag in and put it on an overhead.
Oh, and they make you drop it off.
Yeah. Explain to me how people cannot understand this concept. If you're way in the back and they bring your bag out and you have other people with their bags trying to get through and now you're just like trying to swim through all of them.
Hate everyone.
It's like, Jesus Christ. If we would all get on one side and you'd have a lane for people who got their bags to go up the other aisle and we wouldn't be in each other's way.
Well, it's not even, yes. And it's the questions too. Like when you get there and there's like, sir, that's not going to fit. We'll check it for you. Like, whoa. What the fuck does that mean? Like, what do you mean? It's your first fucking time in a plane?
Maybe it is.
The blazer makes it look like you've done this before. But yeah, there's a whoa. No, this bag stays with me. Do you know what's in this?
Do you know?
Socks.
I got presentations in this.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a Staples between here and my meeting tomorrow to print these out at.
Okay, well, 2 things, buddy. 1, again, if you had to print out your presentation, probably not that important. 2, you probably should have the presentation up here. That's what real businessmen do. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Which I actually do believe. I don't know, man. It's getting there is a ton of fun. But then the last day you're there, even like in Austin, we had like a late flight, like 4:30. So we still had like a half day there, which was great. But even then, on the last day, I'm just like, fuck, I'm going to have to do this again.
Yeah.
Because you and you and I are actually on the same page with this. If my flight's at 4:30, I got to get there at like 3 at the absolute goddamn.
Oh,
latest.
Fuck yeah!
The absolute latest. I do not want to miss flights.
Me neither.
I've missed one in my life, and I still feel like a goddamn donkey. And it wasn't my fault.
Wait, I want to clarify. I've missed flights, but that's because my flight got in late.
Oh, no. I've missed a flight.
Like, you mean like getting up in the morning?
Late. No. I was up. I want to be clear. This missed flight had nothing to do with Joe's inability to get to the goddamn flight.
Well, clearly it did because you missed it.
I wasn't driving.
Oh, couldn't you have taken an Uber?
No, God, when was this? I don't think so.
Okay.
No, not at the time.
So you were relying on somebody to pick you up and get you to the airport.
Yep.
All right. That didn't happen.
That's where the system broke down.
Okay.
No, this was... Oh, dude, this was easily 8 years ago.
All right, that's something.
Well, better than... I'm the best person on the podcast, for sure.
I don't doubt that at all.
Fuck yeah, number one. All right.
So... first off, I like the fact that your bank was just like, nah, fuck this. This doesn't feel right. But
I do
where
too.
I do agree
on
with
day
you,
one.
That's where I now.
If they would have called me like, hey, you're an awesome, like, hey, it's me for sure. Don't worry about it. Thanks for the call. Not on my third day.
Or how about this? Like, could they set something up with, like, where they just send you an automatic text?
Yeah.
Seeing purchases in Austin, is it you? Reply 1 yes, 2 no. If you're sitting in Cleveland, Ohio, you're like, holy shit, no. 2 send.
It's happened to me before where they're like, are you in Spain? I'm like, no, I'm in Akron.
No, that's never happened to me.
But I'm like, hey, I really appreciate you guys looking out for me, but could you have looked out for me Friday morning, not Sunday afternoon?
Right.
Because I've been spending like a fucking fool here.
Right.
Like, what's it? It's Austin beer, Austin food, Austin t-shirts, Austin video games? No fucking way. That's not Joe. I just, that's the thing.
That's it.
And then
that's not our guy.
And then I have to sit there while this fucking 17-year-old tells me that my card was declined, and I have to come up with a story. It looked like I faked a goddamn phone call. I'm like, oh, it's the bank. I've been spending a lot of money. The guy's like, whatever, buddy, just fucking pay for it.
You should have just given him the phone. Hey, my bank wants to talk to you.
So fucking. And I don't really get embarrassed that easily, but I was just like, motherfucker, I'm never gonna see this kid again. I was just like, God fucking damn it. And then I was like, yeah, it's me. And like, can you confirm the last 3 purchases? I'm like, yes, I can. I can confirm the last 40 purchases because it's been me the whole time. Right. Why are you so late to the game?
Yeah, it is. It is one of those catch-22s because as much as I like it, it does suck that you could have bought dinner.
Sure.
You could have been sitting you're done with the meal and they go, yeah, so how you can pay for that? Because this got declined. Next thing you know, you're washing dishes.
I'd probably dance.
Okay, well,
I'd pay for my meal through my moves.
Yeah. I don't know. Anything else?
I mean, that's just kind of what, I mean, that's, again, love traveling. And honestly, I kind of got a lot of the stuff all at the same time. It's not the norm for me. Usually it's me just panicking on the flight. But yeah, I think it's because I've done an abnormal amount of flying in literally 10 days. And long flights. Because to Dallas is like 2.5.
Yeah.
Actually, both are about 2.5. So I'm looking at 4 or 5 flights, all 2.5 hours apiece. So I just had that's the only reason why I'm just like, I got to talk about travel, man, because it's fucking fresh in my mind.
It's because I'm traveling to San Diego next week,
which is depending,
and it's
4.5, 5 hours.
Like it's like a work day.
Yeah. Oh,
because you have a layover.
That's if it's a straightaway too.
It's just like, oh, it sucks. But well, I mean, first world problems.
But overall, good time. I recommend everybody going to Austin. That's the end of my bitch session. And actually, how long is this?
33 minutes.
You know why that's good? Because the last 2 casts that we posted, and I have no problem with this, but apparently some of our listeners do. The last 2 ones we've done have been, 130 and 145, which I'm cool with, because quite frankly, the dating one was great. The INSO one's super important.
Yep.
But apparently, a lot of our followers and subscribers have the attention span of a homeschooled fruit fly, so they want us to fucking... Can you guys shorten these? I mean, I can't take off work to listen to your podcast.
Just listen to it in the car. Spend 3 days.
What? Hey, I'm not going to try to walk someone through how to do this.
Yeah.
But we do love that a lot of people are still listening.
Yep.
A little bit more. I mean, we're still north of 100 on every single one we posted. And we're going international. We'll get into that later.
We got,
and we're on iTunes now. So, guys, please go to iTunes, follow, rate,
You got to subscribe on iTunes.
Please
You
do.
got
Please
to
do.
rate it on iTunes. And
More comments. If you guys have anything you want to talk about or anything you want us to talk about, you can email us. You can hit us up on Instagram.
we've never had anybody email us outside of the lady from the whiskey company that were like, hey, where can we get this bourbon? That's the only, nope, not true.
No, wait. Someone else did, right?
We only got one other email because I went through it today.
The spirits one.
That was the one I was just talking about. And then we got an email from somebody like, awesome, I can listen to this over the weekend. That was it.
Who was that?
A listener.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good guess.
Yeah.
Cool. But we got some. I mean, shit. I think we have 3 other guests lined up.
Yep.
And one's a repeat. We're gonna have Andrea back on for a rebuttal, which I'm pretty fucking psyched about.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But there you go, bitches. There's a short cast. Stop complaining.